think you kinda fly. Shit.
Let's cut the bullshit, okay? And what do you really want from me? You want to smell my punani?
Yeah.
Jesse, come here for a minute, please. This fine, young, dark brother. You want to smell my punani? Shall I let him?
Yo, welcome back to another episode of the Urban Renaissance Man. That is Backwoods Escobar you're listening to. You can get his music at 20 World THUG on SoundCloud. And I am your host, Mr. Adrian Lawson. And I'm here ready to chop up some good game with the players, with the Urban Renaissance men and women. You dig? Today, I'm going to talk about the difference between being chivalrous and being a trick on dates. So, a lot of people have a lot of disagreements with me, but they say that certain things are not considered tricking. They're just supposed to be things that men do. And I disagree with some of these statements. So I'm going to go into what tricking is and what guys are tricking on dates and basically what is tricking on first dates. So a trick is a man who uses financial gain or money to compensate for his lack of gain or lack of confidence or whatever you want to fill in there. That is a trick. Now, being chivalrous on first dates is like I talked about in the first show, being accommodating to women, kind of like being a gentleman, sort of. Now, on first dates, a lot of guys, they trick off money. They try to show that they got it like that, and, they come and spend all these big dollars on these women who they're not even with or even gonna be in a relationship with. Now, that is tricking. Now, on first dates, it is okay to, open doors for women. It's okay to pay for the first date. It is fine, to be courteous. But it becomes tricking when the dates are over, as far as, money-wise, over $25. To me, that's when you get into tricking. Your first couple of dates, your first dates you go on with a woman, they should be fairly modest. They should be almost to the point to where they're not free, but just about. Your first couple of dates with a woman, you should go somewhere fairly cheap. I'm not saying take her to McDonald's or Wendy's or nothing, but they shouldn't be that expensive. Your first couple of dates, try to make it very modest. Go to the park, go to a museum, go to an art gallery, something that's really damn near free. Go for a walk in the park, stuff like that. Keep it player like that. Maybe a cheap little picnic, buy a couple little things at Kroger or whatever, and rock with it like that. Now, what makes it tricking is if on your first date, your first rapport with this woman, you go out and it's freaking a episode of, it looked like Magic City, and you just tricking off hella money. You go to the most expensive restaurant. you go to the mall afterward and you buy, her stuff or whatever. That's when it, becomes tricky. Also, when you're not in a relationship with a woman and you're buying her things that are very expensive, if you buy this woman a new phone, if you buy her purses, and if you buy things of this nature, that is tricking. You are compensating for your lack of gain. You don't know what to say to call her in order to get her to like you. So you figure, okay, well, I'm going to buy her this phone, or I'm going to buy her this new purse, and maybe she'll like me then. That is a trick. Now, fellas, like I said, to avoid tricking on dates, you want to keep it very modest. You don't want to be, it shouldn't be very expensive. I say keep it under about $25 for the first date. That's what really the first couple of dates. The first couple of dates needs to be under about $25. Anything over that, and you're getting into some entry-level tricking, I would say. So try to keep it up under that. Now, it is okay to trick off money to a certain degree when you're in a relationship. Now, if you are in a relationship and there's two people, man and woman, who are committed to being with each other, whether they're boyfriend and girlfriend, or they're married, stuff like that, that is when it's okay to trick off a little bit of money. But it has to be a reciprocal kind of thing, So one person can't just buy all the stuff and the other one not. So, fellas, if your lady buys you a very nice watch or a very nice piece of jewelry or some very nice clothes or shoes, or what have you, it is okay to buy her, jewelry or a purse or something like that. That is totally fine, as long as you are in a relationship with that person. It becomes tricking when you are not in a relationship with that person and you're buying her all these things. That is a trick. Now, you also have women tricks out here, but they're not called tricks. They're more called like sugar mamas is what the term is for them. Is you have women out here who buy men certain things to compensate for their lack of game or lack of looks or sexual appeal or what have you. That is also not okay. It is not okay to take care of a grown-ass man or a dude who's damn near grown. All right? That's ass backwards. Ladies, if you have to buy shit for your guy constantly, you know what I'm saying? If you constantly have to do things for your dude that he should be doing for himself, such as providing him a place to stay, buying his food, he driving your car all the damn time, etc., you are a sugar mama. That is tricking from a woman's perspective. So tricking, whether you're a sugar mama or a male trick, needs to be eliminated from the game completely. There should not be no kind of tricking going on. You dig? And, ladies and fellas, you need to recognize when you are tricking or when someone else is tricking. Now, let me say this for my fellas who feel that it's okay to trick. Fellas, if you feel it's okay to buy women things, they're going to lose lack of respect for you. As a man, you should come out of your mouth before you come out of your pockets. And what that means is that you should be spitting some hot fire out your mouth instead of pulling some money out your pockets and buying something. Because here's the thing. When a woman genuinely likes a man or is attracted to a guy, that guy does not have to spend his money. What gets her off or what satisfies her is just them two talking, having a relationship, them two getting to know each other. That is all she needs if she genuinely likes you. So guys, if you constantly have to trick off on a woman for her to show you attention, that means she really is not feeling you like that. And she may have really lost respect for you and put you in something that we call the trick bag. Because let's be honest, ladies, you guys don't respect the guy that's tricking. And it's the same thing for women. If you're a woman and you're out here tricking money off on dudes, they don't really want you if that's what you have to do to get their attention. You know what I'm saying? They don't really want to be with you. They don't respect you. They just say, well, hey, what can I get out of this chick? She gonna buy me some new shoes? All right. I'll get some new Jordans out this broad. They don't respect you. So we got to stop this and get this reconciled and stop all this tricking, because it's really messing up things in the game. And a lot of people, are being taken advantage of out here. And it shouldn't be that way. Guys, keep your money in your pocket. Come out your mouth before you come out your pocket. Okay? A urban renaissance man does not need his money to impress women. You should have money, but that's not what you use to impress women. It should be you, your mouthpiece. What you're saying should be just as valuable as what you pull out your pocket. You dig? Remember, the game is to be sold, not told. Keep it Mackish Stackish. That has been today's episode of the Urban Renaissance Man. And I'm about to get out of here. Let's ride out to this Usher.